energy mastery to what happens inside the team or an organization. Alright? Where energy is aligned, when people are physically, emotionally balanced, mentally focused, and driven by purpose, everything flows smoother. Correct? Decisions become clearer. Communication feels lighter. Very nice to communicate. Alright, no tension. Correct? And teams trust each other better. Okay? You trust each other more. So you say, okay, this one can help me, that one can help me. You know, when I'm in need of help, you know very well the other colleague actually can help you. That's why you have built the trust. Productivity rises. And it rises naturally. Okay, without you realizing it, you know, when everything is safe, that's where your productivity, everything also better. In fact, when all these things is sync, right? When we say that productivity rises naturally, all this actually without pressure. Okay, your productivity increases without any pressure. It's actually increases out of synergy. Correct? Because everyone works as a team. Alright, it works. It's actually about synergy. But when the energy is misaligned, when people are exhausted, reactive and disconnected, even simple projects also feel very heavy. Correct?
Yes.
Emails get misunderstood. But you're halfway, you know?
Yeah.
Correct? So people write something, you read something, you understood something. Meetings also drag. Motivation, of course, sudah tak ada lor. Motivated already lor. Okay? That's why modern leadership isn't just about managing performance. It's about managing energy dynamics. Knowing how to recharge your team before burnout sets in. So this is actually very important. And so nowadays in many big organizations, they value a lot on workplace wellness. Okay? When it comes to workplace wellness, to us is actually, we are talking about energy alignment here. Because it encompasses everything. Okay? Physical energy, emotional energy, alright, we talk about mental energy, and also purpose. So that is actually the organization's goals. If everyone knows what would be the goals of the organization, everyone works towards one goal, correct? Takkan one is this goal that, or no goals, That's the reason you see in any organization, if that particular employee, alright, work towards the company's goal, you can see that they can actually go far. Correct?
Yeah.
If for those who are not, you can see that they forever complainer lah, complain a lot, everything also not right, company not treating them well, everything, correct?
Yes.
This is actually when the energy is not good. Okay? So let's make this real. Take a moment to reflect. Think of your team, your department, okay, or even your own family group, family members. When the group's energy is high, how do things feel? Everything. When the group's energy is high. Yeah. So that means, you see, you think of the team or your department or your family group, alright, members or whatever. When everyone, that means the whole group's energy is high. So how do you all feel?
Of course, happy lah.
Happy.
And everything going the flow is smooth,
Very positive.
very positive energy.
So that means better teamwork, right?
Yes.
More
Better
efficient.
teamwork, more efficient, and you can get things done faster, right? Okay. So when the energy is low, what happens to creativity, communication,
less communication, misunderstanding,
More argument.
more argument,
More complaints, right?
negative thought.
More complaints, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now, turn to the person next to you. Share one pattern you have noticed of your own team recently.
Emotional not stable.
So notice that? Jaja, maybe you can share?
I notice dulu macam kurang
Restless.
restless lah. Dia pindah rumah and then tapi still can work together.
So what happened when you say that she was restless? Which quadrant that is actually affected? You notice. Yeah, you yang notice.
Mostly physical lah.
Huh? Physical.
Dia tengok pak kerja dia cakap babe tired lah hari ni macam tu lah dia.
Tak cukup tidur.
Dia tak cukup rehat kan.
Oh, battery running.
Ya, kita ada ambil juga.
Ya, nampak ni.
Okay, this is actually very important, especially when you work in an organization, in a team. Alright, because see, when in an organization, we are talking about teamwork here. Alright? Remember just now we talked about the 4 domains? Alright, the 4 domains that is all interconnected. Okay? So, even in an organization, everyone is interconnected. Alright? If one of the team member is running low, it will affect the rest as well. Because it's in a team.
Yes.
Alright? Because everyone is working towards achieving the company's goal, the company's objective. Okay? So this is why even in a team, we need to be observant, we need to be aware of the other team members. The team members inside the group. Okay, how's their energy level? Alright, which particular quadrant we are in? They are neglecting. Okay, it's where team works. Okay? You see, this awareness is actually where in an organization where leadership is. See? When we cares, alright, we're able to read the energy patterns in the people. Alright, so we can lead with ability and with precision. Correct? So you see a lot of big organizations, big bosses, they don't want it. Too many people. Okay, it boils down to the individual department. Even certain individual department, because of office politics and all this, so they neglect. When they neglect, there's where a lot of firefighting,
Ya.
politics, office politics.
Semua toxic.
Toxic.
Toxic environment.
Toxic
Yeah.
environment. Remember just now we mentioned environment also will cause, will affect.
Yes, yes,
Alright,
yes.
so this is actually what we're talking about. Alright, workplace wise. Okay, now you have practiced your inner force soft skill. Let's take one step further. Applying in real life situation. This technique is our energy awareness simulation. Okay? Our practical assessment activity where you will observe how your energy behaves under different challenges.
Okay.
Okay? Each of you will receive a scenario card. These cards describe everyday situations, maybe a tight deadline, a difficult colleague, or family conflict. Alright?
Okay.
So now we can pick, each one of you can pick a scenario card.
Okay.
Each one of you, each scenario card will be different situation. Alright? So Nurul, yours is type deadlines, right?
Yes.
The scenario is type deadlines. Okay? Jaja also type deadlines. Okay? Lawrence, you are difficult clients. Okay? You are getting difficult clients. And then Kami,
Sorry.
you are having family conflict. So how I want you all to assess all this, situation, and then imagine yourself in this, right? And then how do you feel? What's your energy level? Alright, which particular quadrant that affected you the most? So put yourself into that particular scenario. Based on the scenario card that you earned. Alright? Your type deadlines, so you have to produce 100 videos within 2 weeks. Okay?
But listen of it already very stressful.
Already stressed.
So which one that, now your deadline, you have 1 week left. And you have only completed 30 videos. You have another week to go to complete 70 videos. So for Lawrence, it's difficult client, yeah.
Difficult clients, yes.
Very demanding client.
Catch up.
Yeah. Asking this and asking that.
So we write the most impactful.
Yes, how you feel, because you are in that situation. Because this is a scenario, put yourself into that particular scenario. This is actually a real life scenario. Alright, because all these kind of scenarios happens all the time.
Yeah.
Okay? It depends on who will be in that scenario. And so happen that you all have taken a different scenario card. Okay, so no choice, you have to be in that scenario. So you have to imagine yourself in that particular scenario. And you have to put yourself there, you think, okay, how would you feel? Now you imagine, you visualize, okay, like for instance, Jaja, I visualize myself, oh my God, my boss asked me, I need to finish it. And then after 1 week, I baru habis 30 video saja. I tinggal 1 week lagi and I kena habis 70 videos, How you feel in that time, So which particular domain, which particular quadrant that you have neglected, that affected the most? Okay, what was
This
your
one.
Most lah.
It could be two, it could be three, yeah. So everyone will different because depending on the scenario and depending on the person itself.
Same way.
Because you have to go and work.
Start thinking about purposeful, what the hell is
Yeah. It's actually related lah. Yeah. All the energy quadrant like related lah. Yeah.
Can you see how everything just like you said, how it's related, right?
Yeah.
So you can see that, when you it's a
Because of this, you trace right all.
yeah. So that's why I say after you learn the energy mastery, right? Now you know, oh yeah, actually you can trace back. Like Kami said, you can actually trace back. Correct? When you trace back, then you can be aware of where were you at the time. How would you do next?
因为啊，你看到。
Okay? Good. So you're aware of everything?
Yeah.
Okay, how many
I'm trying
domains
to-
were affected?
My one is 3.
Wow! Okay, 3.
Yeah lah, because tight deadline mah. So of course, first is mental. I feel like very stressed. Oh my god, kan.
Yeah.
And then the second one is physical.
Yeah.
Then the third one is emotional lah.
Emotional.
Scared mah.
Jaja?
3.
3. Same 3?
Yeah. Same.
Coming? Or family conflict? 1.
Emotional.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
Lawrence?
your one is
Yeah,
challenging.
she sad,
Yeah.
I got 4, how?
No, because it relates.
Because I kind of ranked it lah.
Yeah, you
Yeah
write
lah,
which one
yeah,
actually
yeah, yeah,
first.
yeah.
The first level emotional lah.
Emotional.
Because very fun lah, you know,
Yeah.
like the difficult clients,
Yeah.
one this, one that, eesh. Over emotional lah. Then the next one will be physical because I think it's going to be very tiring dealing with them, like,
Okay.
you know, like in Chinese called sing lei.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
your
yeah,
heart
yeah.
also like very tired already, wow, look at this guy. Then the next one it will come, I think it's the mental thing.
Yeah.
Because it will be like definitely will get me sangkut one.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I will have doubt also. Because it's like whatever I give you,
Yes.
then you keep saying, oh, this one I don't want, this one change, and then
Yes.
yeah, I have doubts. That's where the mental comes
Yes,
in.
yes.
And the last one will definitely purposeful because I'll be thinking, why the hell am I doing this?
Yes.
Should I still continue to do this or not?
Should you still want to
Yeah,
accept
yeah,
this
yeah,
idea,
yeah,
right?
Just
Yes. Exactly. Can you see when you're in different scenario, all right, the reactions, everything you experience will be different.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Very good. So this is actually a simulation whereby to let you see the real situation. When you're in this kind of situation, you know what to do next.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is actually from what you have learned so far to put into application. Alright. So it's actually okay. You see, when you receive the scenario card, right? So you notice your first response, right? Okay, you identify the thing, correct? Then after that, you identify the drain, everything, which material to make, okay? And then after that, now you're able to share out. Because when you're able to share out means you can identify.
Yes. Yes.
Correct or not?
You really thought about it.
Good. You already learned practice what you have learned so far. Okay?
Yeah.
Very good. So you document it, okay? So the next time, in case you face this sort of situation again, this sort of scenario again, you know what to do. Alright? So your energy mastery journey begins with awareness, framework, practice, and commitment. Okay? So you see here when every one of us will react differently. Okay? And that's your inner force pattern. Your energy fingerprint. Okay, everyone will different. Okay, when you react to the scenario, right, everything inside there will be different among individuals. Okay, when you become aware of it, you gain the power to manage pressure instead of being managed by it. Okay, because you know how to manage it instead of being managed by the situation.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes.
You are in charge. Okay? That's the heart of energy mastery. Okay? After looking at the teamwork, the energy of an organization, now we look at workplace integration and action planning. Alright? Because you have learned, right? So now we put everything into action. Okay? You have discovered your personal energy patterns. Let's translate all this awareness into practical real life action. Energy mastery isn't something we all only practice during training. It's something we live every day, especially in the workplace. Think of how these 4 quadrants, physical, emotional, mental, and purposeful, show up in your work. Physical, your stamina during long hours of travel. Emotional, how you handle conflict or stress. Mental, how clearly you make decisions under pressure. Purposeful, how connected you feel to your work's meaning. When these four quadrants, alright, align, teams thrive. When one is neglected, productivity and morale suffer. Okay? So all these are very practical things. Okay? Take your worksheet, you have a worksheet, take your worksheet and create your energy reset plan. Okay? Write down the one quadrant you want to strengthen the most. Okay? One small daily action to support. One accountability, okay, of habit. Something you will do to make it stick, like setting a reminder, journaling, or body checking with a colleague. This is your personal commitment to balance sustainable energy. Alright, what you will do. This is actually your energy reset plan. Because remember all the exercises we have done so far, you know what actually you have neglected, alright, your energy level, alright, which is the quadrant that you are having, that you need to focus more, to pay more attention, everything. So this is actually your time to do your energy reset plan. Okay? Write down one quadrant, which one that you want to strengthen the most. Definitely there will be one priority because there are four quadrants that cannot be you strengthen everything at the same time. Because definitely there will be one that you need to strengthen the most. Okay, one small daily action to support it. So what you want to do? What would be the one small daily action that you want to do to support it? One accountability habit. That is your habit that you need to change. That you need to continuously doing it, repeating. All right. Maybe like a reminder, a journaling. This actually have a reminder, a journaling, or a body check. Or you ask your buddy to help you to check. Okay, push you or what? All these kind of things. Okay, what you want to do? This is your reset plan. Because you see, understanding your energy is going to work. Applying the understanding transform your work and leadership. Alright? This particular energy reset plan helps you design practical strategies that fit into your actual daily routine, not some idealized version of your life. Alright? Because we're talking about awareness, you adjust, and then you align. This is your reset plan. It's very important. When you have this reset plan, then only actions will be taken. Otherwise, just merely in your mind, oh yeah, I think I will do it, Yeah, I think so, maybe next time. But when you have a plan, you put it in writing. You're putting energy into what you want to do. You're pushing it forward. This is a commitment challenge.
Take it seriously.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you just take one of the micro actions that you want to commit on a daily basis. Just one micro action. Alright? You will see changes. When it is small, there's no way that you can skip it. You see, when it's too big of an action, to you sometimes might be a big task to achieve it. When it's actually a micro actions, very easy to be done. So you won't skip.
Just have to be consistent, right?
Yes. That's why I say micro actions, micro steps better than no steps.
True.
Okay, this is your reset plan. Good? Remember you have to follow them.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So beautiful reflection so far, everyone?
So far far so good.
So far, so good?
Good.
Okay, let's anchor what you have just practiced. Remember our golden chain. Awareness leads to choice, and choice leads to change. Every time you pause, even for a minute, to notice your energy, you are strengthening the muscles of self-leadership. Okay? This is how energy mastery becomes practical. Through small, consistent pauses that realign your focus before important moments. You pause, you think, action. Okay?
Yes.
Awareness creates choice. Choice enables change. Change builds a resilience. Alright? Now we move from insight to action. Everything you've done so far, the self-scan, the simulation, the reflection, has built the first 3 stages of your roadmap. Awareness, compass, mapping. You have recognized your patterns, understood your quadrants, and mapped your energy behavior. The next step is where transformation begins. Action to resilience. This is where awareness turns into habit, and where reflection turns into routine, and where you start sustaining high energy instead of losing it. From here onwards, you'll design small, consistent practices that keep your energy balanced no matter how busy life gets. Okay? Before we dive into the next session, take a moment to share what's one insight, alright, you are carrying forward from everything we've done so far. It could be a realization of your energy pattern, your triggers, or new intention that you want to practice. Anything. Which one?
Energy pattern.
Energy pattern? You. You. Was it a new intention or your realization? Energy pattern. Lawrence?
Yeah,
Energy patterns. Kami?
Yeah.
Energy patterns. Okay, good. Alright. We have reached the action part of our inner force roadmap. And here's a sample tool to make your changes real. It's called START, Stop, Continue Framework. The method keeps action practical and balanced. Start is what new, energizing habit will you begin? Because you start. Because you have to start with something. So what would be the new habits that you want to put into practice? Alright? Maybe morning stretches, okay? A midday breathing pause, or a gratitude note before bed. Okay, you say thanks to certain things to higher, the universal energy or whatever, or anything, or somebody. Alright? Stop. This which behavior, thought patterns, or routine drains your energy the most. Okay? That's why you stop and think. Alright? Perhaps skipping meals, over checking emails, over watching TikTok videos, okay? Or saying yes to everything. Alright? Next is continue. What's already supporting your energy and focus that you want to continue? Because it's supporting your energy and focus, right? So you want to continue. Alright, you have to do that. Maybe your evening walk, you want to continue doing that. You want to go to the gym. Weekly reflection that will help you. Alright? Or connecting with positive colleagues. Because see, people having positive thoughts, you would like to continue talking, getting, align with them, mingling with them, spend more time with them. Alright? Think across your 4 quadrants: physical, emotional, mental, and also purposeful. And note one small action in each quadrant. Alright? This isn't about big resolutions here. It's about small, sustainable shifts. Alright? That move your current button from survival mode to resilience. Okay? It's actually moving your mood from survival to resilience because you want to enter into that particular stage, because you're not talking about anything surviving it, but you want to be more resilient. Okay? Alright. So you start, stop, continue. Okay? This will be the framework that we are talking about, the inner force roadmap framework. Alright? So these are some of the energy habits, examples. Alright? You can start these habits 2 minutes. Remember just now we said start, right? The framework, right? Start is like, maybe you start with 2-minute morning stretch or daily gratitude, no mindful breathing breaks, evening device free time, no more TikTok, no more social media at night, before bed, or walking, this one, start to have is walking meetings, so instead of sitting meetings, so you walk. Sometimes Zoom, right, you can actually walk instead of sitting the whole day, kind of things, yeah? So stop these patterns: late night scrolling, okay? Skipping meals, overscheduling, saying yes, ignoring rest signals, support body telling you tired already, you need to rest, but you don't want to rest. Keep watching, all those videos or what, all this, yeah? So all this. Then continue what works. Consistent hydration, you need to drink more water, you have been drinking more water, so you have to continue with the good habits. Alright? Movement breaks, so while working every 1 hour, you want to stand up, you want to move. This is actually what we call the movement breaks. Purpose, reflection, you tend to reflect. Remember, we have done a lot of reflections, yeah? So quality sleep routine. So what is quality sleep routine? Every day you must sleep at least 8 hours, or restful sleep. Okay, so this is actually continue. And then connection time. It's good that you connect with people. Don't stay in isolation. Alright, so these are the things that you can continue what is possible. Alright, because these are some examples. Okay, there are actually many other habits that you can cultivate. Alright. So design your resilience ritual. You have explored awareness, reflection, and action. Now it's time to anchor your change through a resilience ritual. A ritual is different from a routine. Yeah? Okay, a routine is something you do automatically. Okay, a ritual is something you do intentionally. That is with intention. Okay, it carries meaning and purpose. Choose one quadrant that most needs support right now. Physical, emotional, mental, or purposeful. Then design the small practice that helps you recharge that energy. Remember just now we said, the habits and all this, right? So this is a ritual that you need to do it. Alright? It doesn't need to be very grand or time consuming, kind of action. But what matters most here is consistency with intention. Okay? Here are some ideas. Remember just now we talked about all these kind of habits and all this, right? So you can actually do this. Is it all these are with good intention, correct? Is it like, for instance, physical is like, remember just now we said morning walk, stretches, go to the gym, turning off screens, and all this actually improve your physical domain. Correct? Emotional, writing 5 lines of gratitude, a daily mood check. Okay? Send one message of appreciation. It will help you to improve your emotional well-being. Mental, creating a 90-minute focus block. That means no other things, I only focus on that. This is actually what we term as a ritual. Alright? With no notification kind of things, yeah? Ending the day by jotting down what insights you have gathered for the day. Alright? Purposeful. Maybe a Sunday purpose review. You can review the week, reconnecting with your self-reading, something that inspires you. So these are the 4 quadrants things, the ritual that you can actually put in place for yourself. Because everyone will be different. Okay? These rituals are your energy anchors. Simply acts that, this is actually simple acts. Okay? But it actually keep your system balanced. Okay? Even when you're busy. My reason I say micro steps, micro actions, all these are micro actions, but it's your resilience ritual. Okay? We are now at one of the most important parts of this journey, commitment. Don't just stop, commit. Okay? Awareness brings clarity, but commitment creates momentum. So turn in the person next to you and share your resilience ritual. The one small action, alright, you have chosen to support your energy this week. Okay, just spend 15 to 30 seconds to do already. Okay, what you will do this week? Your ritual. Okay, good. You see here, research shows that by saying your goal aloud increases, the likelihood of you achieving it by almost 70%. That means you are committed. When you're saying it loud, means you are actually committed to what you are going to do. You see? No commitment. Because you are committing to the universe that you are going to do this. This is your ritual. Okay, so let's anchor this moment together. Okay, what you're going to do? you yourself, you don't look at the world. Because it's your ritual, not her ritual. Her ritual will be different. Everyone will be different because your energy anchor will be different. Okay, your work will be different. Her work will be different. Her experience will be different. Her energy will be different. Your own energy, your own domain. Alright? Your own reset button, your own ritual. Hiking.
Sebab dulu sahabat I untuk pergi hiking. Sebab sebenarnya I kalau I buat sikit, I keluar movement kat situ. So I dia sahabat untuk pergi hiking. So I pergi hiking.
Your hiking, you cannot do everything. Your hiking is actually not a micro steps.
Micro small.
Micro actions where you can actually do it on daily basis. It's not a routine. Okay? Because you see,
Brisk walk, yeah.
Sorry?
Brisk walk. Every morning.
Before you
you have to commit yourself for how many minutes. You see, all these things you have to have very specific. Ritual is actually with intention. Okay, your intention, you have to have commitment. It means actually, okay, brisk walking every morning, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, every day. Why? It's because I need movements to improve my physical energy domain. That's actually with intention. Okay? You understand? This is actually how you do your reset, your ritual, your resilience ritual.
Starting tonight, I will stop scrolling.
Every night.
Very hard to resist.
Before sleep. So starting tonight, I try not to scroll TikTok before I'm going to bed.
Try is not a commitment.
I have to.
No phone.
No phone.
Put away.
Starting from tonight, no more scrolling before.
And starting tonight, I have to not have to make sure. I have to make sure that I'm going to bed before 11.
Starting tonight, I'm going to wait before 11.
Before 11.
Boleh lah.
Good.
Good.
Alright?
Good.
Alright?
Okay, for my part, I'm going to be focusing on the mental part. So, first thing I'm going to do is when I have every night before I sleep, I need to take like 10 minutes to like, think about, write down whatever that I have to do tomorrow. It's like a timeline, as a work timeline, so that I won't be like all over the place. Or like when the next day come, I don't know what to focus on. So that
You're talking about forward planning.
forward planning, something like that. So every night
Okay,
before
good.
sleep, I will do this, so that
Okay.
the next day I'm more
More focus.
more
More
focused,
organized.
more organized. Organized is the word, so
Okay.
more organized, so I know what I'm gonna do.
Okay,
Yeah.
good, very good. Coming?
I want to resume back my fitness activity. Yeah, so last time we do
The
it
physical part.
4 days per week, but then after that I reduced to 2 days. Then recently
langsung dah
one
lah.
month started
Langsung
so
je.
I think it's an organization part where I really have to and also the purpose yeah, so the purpose of like why I want to do this always go back to the why part.
Yes,
I always
your purpose,
remind
yes,
myself.
yes.
Yeah, I always remind myself why I suddenly first, then I didn't do it now. So I always have to go back.
Because we were too all over the place.
Yeah.
Very good. Can you please put all these things down in writing so that you can self-check every day, keep track on your ritual,
Yeah.
okay?
Okay.
How you have performed. Because we are talking about energy mastery for peak performance and resilience. Okay, so now you have your resilience ritual. So you track, okay?
Yeah.
So all these things you can put beside your bed, you can have, a checklist or whatever, ritual plan in order to do it. Okay? You can also get a buddy to help you to double check whether you have whether you follow your ritual. Okay. Alright? So this is actually very important. If let's say if you are not a self-disciplined person, you can get a body check,
Partner.
a partner to help you, to push you to do it, to give you the reminder. Okay, very good. You have good, okay?
And then
Alright. So small daily actions, lasting transformation. Okay? Very good. I'm so proud of all of you.
Yeah.
Okay? So your energy mastery journey, awareness, compass, mapping, action, and resilience.
Resilient, yes.
Okay? So we begin this session with energy patterns, right? And then all of you engaged deeply, reflected honestly, and designed practical strategies for sustainable resilience. Can you all give yourself a big clap?